It's like 11 o'clock at night, guys. I just let the dog out. Like 4 nights ago, when I let the dog out, we heard this weird squealing sound and I didn't capture it on camera. I ran back in and got the camera and we didn't get it. Tonight I heard something very similar. Ran in, got the camera, and I've been out here listening again, and I like hear this high-pitched squealing. I don't know what it is. Now the neighbor's dog's freaking out. It's dark. Either somebody's screwing with me, and nobody knows I'm out here, so I just let the dog out. I was at Tom's doing flooring all evening. 6 hours on my hands and knees. But nobody cares about that. All they care about is Gary getting eaten by something. I swear to God, I hear something in the bush back here. What the f... This light does literally nothing. I can see like 7 feet. Nope. I can't see anything, guys. I don't have light. All I can see is through the camera. And it is dark out here, so not gonna happen. I gotta go get a light or something. I'm debating whether or not to let the dog out. I don't think that's a good idea. It'll just scare away anything that's out here, but I don't like the idea of being out here alone either, so I'm just gonna go back to the house, up on the deck, and maybe turn on the parabolic. This is crazy. I don't like being down here. I mean, the woods are right here, and I can't see anything, so. All right, just after 11, and I'm out on the deck, and I'm gonna set up the parabolic dish. Kind of cloudy, but I do see some stars up there, so hopefully it's not gonna rain. Just gonna set this up on the table here. Point it at the back swamp, and we're gonna let it run. Alright guys, it's early the next morning, and I'm just going over the audio recording from the parabolic dish last night. Surprisingly, the first 40 minutes, nothing. Quiet. You can hear tree frogs out there and wind. Nothing. But then, the recorder died right around 1 hour and 12 minutes. I didn't check the battery last night, so that's on me. But right around the 1 hour mark, just after 1 hour, so it would have been, I don't know, quarter after midnight, we get this weird, like, huffing sound, and then, like, I can hear something moving through the bush, and then a couple of whistles. I don't know. I don't know what that would be. Like, the only thing I could think of would be, you know, if somebody's dog was in the yard and somebody whistled for the dog. Wasn't my dog, because my dog, I let him out at 11, and then that's it, lights out, he goes to bed. So was somebody out at midnight and their dog was in my yard and they were whistling for it? I don't know. So a bit of an exciting night last night, guys. Lots of noise between 11 and 12. I'm not sure what I heard last night. It's not the first night we heard it. Earlier in the week, I also heard squealing noises, maybe a little different earlier in the week. Longer squealing noises. Last night were very short. And then we got something last night that to me sounded almost like a whoop. So, you know, comment below, guys, what did Gary record last night? If I had to guess an animal, a real animal, I would have to say maybe an owl. Being logical, that would be my guess. Otherwise it goes into the unknown category, right? What are we dealing with? I don't know. I'm going to lose all the leaves in that oak tree today as a side note. Every time the wind kicks up, I'm not sure why. We haven't had a frost, but what's different from yesterday or the day before, I don't know, but the leaves are just coming down like crazy, kind of. Not ready for that part of fall yet. I'm just starting to enjoy the color, so that makes me a little sad. I'm gonna go for a walk over here between Tom's and my house and just check all the wet, muddy areas for tracks, animal footprints, and sign. Obviously, if it was an owl or something, I'm not going to see any sign of that, but I will go investigate while it's light out. And I think tonight we're going to either set up on the deck or we're going to set up back here in the swamp a little bit, depending, as long as it's not pouring rain. After we recorded last night, it was torrential downpour for hours. From about 1 o'clock until 5 o'clock this morning, it was just coming down like buckets. So if we get that tonight, we won't be able to go out and use the parabolic dish, of course, but if it's not raining, that's the plan. We're gonna go out and do some kind of night investigation. There's so much activity going on right here this time of year in the fall, the swamp. You guys have seen the uptick in all the recordings and things we're getting, so I can't explain it. All I can do is record it, right? So tonight we'll be back at it. Look at the yard now. I live in one of the most beautiful places. And this time of year, oh, the color is just fantastic. All right, a bit of a break in the rain, guys. Gage and I are heading into the stone box. We are going to spirit box the stone box. We are also going to metal detect the area around the stone box. Now, if this thing is native, we're not going to find artifacts because they didn't have metal artifacts, right? The natives here did not even use copper. Very rare to find copper here. Now, this stone box is very close, 100 yards from what I've always said looks like an 1800s road, right? I've pointed that out to you guys in previous videos. So we're going to detect around there just to make sure that we're not missing anything. And we're going to do a spirit box session. So I've got a half-mile trek here, guys. I'll see you when we get there. Okay, here we are at the area that I've always said looks like a road. It comes up through here and continues on down there. Whether it is or not, or whether it's just a natural, we're going to find out. Okay, so I'm going to remove the iron and we're just going to go to higher signals because this whole rock right here is full of iron and that's what the machine is picking up. So we're going to bring the signal up a little bit and see if there's any actual artifacts here. it. Stay. Stay. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but Gage got right in the stone box with me. He was willing to be teleported wherever we were going to go. He was in. Huh? You couldn't ask for a better exploring partner than that. All right, so just wanted to show you guys where I'm sitting, which is right on the stone structure. We're going to pull out the spirit box, but I'm going to move the camera even closer to pick up the audio from this, so you'll just probably see my head in this, okay? Okay, so we're going to fire up the app here, and just so you guys know, we're not very far, like maybe 3/4 of a mile from the highway here, and I can hear highway traffic pretty good, so I think it's because there's open swamp behind us here and the sound is just coming right across the swamp. So does anyone want to say anything to us here at the stone box? Just go ahead and speak through this phone and we'll be able to hear you. Who built the stone box? Did natives build the stone box? Anybody want to talk to me? Is that an old road over there behind us? Are there any old loggers out here who want to talk to us? Pioneers. Is this stone structure a portal? Is this stone structure man-made? Instantly the hair on the back of my neck went up. What was kept in the stone box? Is the stone box natural? Does anyone have a message for any of the viewers? Any random messages for me? Anybody want to say hi to Gage? Did natives live here at this swamp? Was the stone box simply a fire pit? What were the noises at my house the other night? Okay, so we're coming up on 8 minutes. We've only had 2 responses. I'm not going to stay much longer, guys, if you're not going to talk. If you have anything to say, talk through my phone. We're going to go 2 more minutes here, so if you have anything to say, now's your time to say it. Any information you can give me on the stone box is what I'm after. Gage and I just heard something. Almost sounded like a human yell. We've got bird noises coming off the swamp. I've got highway noises coming off the swamp. It's kind of hard to hear, a little bit windy. So I'm not going to put a lot of stock in that. We're going to carry on. Some of you guys have mentioned that you saw white writing on these stones. Guess what? I never noticed it, but now I do. Right there in that corner, I see something white. Let's take a closer look. Right here. Of course. Gage, come on, out of the way. Right there. Is that writing? Is that just random moss? What are we looking at here? That almost looks like a person. I think it's just lichen, guys. We'll take a photograph of it. I don't know. Nope, nope. Giorgio would be proud. I see it now. That's an alien, and those are eyes. See the two big eyes? Definitely extraterrestrial. I know, I'm an idiot. I think it's just lichen. I think it's just a random lichen growth.